Hello, welcome everyone. So this session, I'm something gonna talk about a distinguishable part of web accessibility testing. So what you can see on the screen is the web accessibility toolbar, part of Internet Explorer. We can use this toolbar to test the color contrast. So this would help us to check the color contrast if it is 4.5 is to 1 ratio in the normal mode, or 3 is to 1 in the zoomed mode. So something to check. So let us see how we can install this first. So once we access the page, we can actually download from GitHub. So I've just downloaded this bit, and I'm gonna run this to see how it works. So I got this VAT tool to run on. So I'm gonna install this first and see how it is getting installed. So I got Windows 10 box which has Edge. So let me show how to open a Internet Explorer from this. So from there we can start testing the page. So basic test is to check the GitHub page, how the color contrast on the page in terms of how it is useful for a user with a disability. So I've just installed web accessibility toolbar, which is VAT, and then it is finished installation, and I got Internet Explorer update on that. So let me close this. So soon after I open Edge on my browsers, which is the advanced version of Internet Explorer, whereas majority of the world with disabilities may use lesser versions like IE11. So in order to use a page from IE, so open it in Internet Explorer. In this option, open with Internet Explorer. So and then close Edge. So choose add-ons, and then web accessibility toolbar, enable it. Done. And then we see the toolbar updated with a couple of tools. So the color tab, if you click on it, the color contrast analyzer is what very important for us in this testing. So basically what we are going to check in this is color. So when we check color, what all we check, for example, if there is a visual presentation of the text or images, that has to have the 4.5 is to 1 ratio of the color contrast. And then the way how the color has been used on the page, it's not used only for the visual. So it is used clearly with the information conveyed for the particular page, which means if the image representing the information split, then it is not good. So there should be a text alternative for that, because if there is a fully visually impaired user using the page, he or she may not be in a position to differentiate the color difference. For example, you see on the page the black or grayed out content differentiating the user input, username, email, password section. So if there is no details about the text box names here, so the user will not be in a position to understand what is the purpose of the text boxes there. So there is a text provided for each text box, so that there is a text alternative. So the colors are different, but they are updated with the right information next to each section. So that is far better. So use of color is fairly handled here. Let us test the color contrast for the logo first. If I click on color contrast, allow the tool, so it opens up. So there are two things on a color. So for example, foreground and then the background of this logo. If you just look at the image, which is the homepage logo, which has a symbol with the background of white. So if we choose a background by clicking on this and then navigating to this color, and then choosing a foreground color, click, and then navigating to this color. So what we see here, the color contrast ratio of 14.7 is to 1, which is above 4.5 is to 1, which means the test passes. Then the benefit of this tool, it provides the pass percentages for double A and then triple A as well. So if it is failing at any of these double A's on the contrast ratio or the display details, then it is a bug we need to work on. If it is triple A, it depends upon the business whether they need to fix it now or they wanted to fix it later. So here we go. So color contrast has been validated, and then the next session will be on resize text. So catch you there.